ladies and gentlemen.
A very interesting show. Few days before Full Gear, we get this. A actually well-built show. I'm not saying it was perfect. Nope. But I can say it's a good setup going into Full Gear. Now, I'm not going to lie about this. There's going to be some people that just will not like this show. Because either the setup wasn't done properly enough for them, or the wrestling was just too much. And they would have rather have more character development or more build up into the feuds. They ain't no lie about it. But I can say that is set up pretty well to give us a solid Full Gear. Now, the opening, we had a fight in the parking lot between Eddie Kingston and CM Punk. No talking, just trying to get at each other. Which was a little funny because Ruby Soho was trying to hold back Eddie Kingston. And he's like here and she's like here. I'm sorry. It would have been better to have someone else there than Ruby. Unless they're trying to say that Ruby knows him so well. They're best friends. Hey, calm down. She put her hand on his face to try and calm him down. I can understand that. But her trying to grab his ass? No. Didn't look right. But that's just me. You guys tell me below. First match we got was, I was going to make the title, before seeing the closing of the show, Student versus Student, because of Lio Rush and Dante Martin versus Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty. Now, I've never seen Lee Moriarty. Never. I haven't seen him because I don't look at Elevation or Dark. So this was generally the first time I've ever really seen him really go all out in a match. This is the first time, and it's also supposed to be his Dynamite debut. And Lio Rush as well. So when you look at Lio Rush, he's Lio Rush. He's just a very fast, high-flying wrestler who can do, well, he's not very technical, but he is good. He's good as a high-flying wrestler. There ain't no lie about it. He just is, if you love high-flying wrestling. Then you see Dante Martin, who's a bit of a mix between a high-flying wrestler, very agile, and a decent to good technical wrestler. Then you see Lee Moriarty, who literally was caring more about technical wrestling. Yes, he threw a little bit of style and a little profile, a little bit of high-flying, but he generally was a ground wrestler, generally speaking. Now, he was very agile himself. So it was looking at one student and another student with two teachers on the side. One teacher who got his student stolen from another teacher, and another teacher who's kind of jaded, saying that this new student is better than the previous one that they had. So that's what we got. Now, I am kind of curious to see where they're going to go with Matt Sydal and Lio Rush, because when this really is boiled down to its basic elements, you're going to wonder, are you going to have Lio Rush face a, well, they won, Lio Rush and Dante Martin, but there's no way they're just going to let Matt Sydal just end with Lio Rush. If they do that, I think it would be a bit of a waste, because they can build a story around this, that you got two veterans in the business, and Lio Rush and a Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal probably much more years than Lio, or nearly as much. And then you got these two other very well versed in, one in high flying more than the other one, which is more technical. Let's be honest about it. That's what we got. That's just me, you guys, down below. Now, we had two very good vid packs. No, three very good vid packs. You had Miro's vid pack talking about what he's going to be doing to Daniel Bryan, which is Bryan Danielson. You know, I've told you, I am dyslexic. I do things in reverse. I hate it. But Bryan Danielson, talking about Bryan Danielson, saying that this is not personal. But do you know my God? Do you know if my God hates me or is fear of me? I'm not saying it exactly, but he's making it very clear that this is not personal, but I'm going to destroy you and take what is mine, because my God pretty much betrayed me and he's scared of me. This is my opportunity. This is what is mine. And when the end is done, your wife will lose you, but my wife will gain me. Not bad. Then we had the MJF and the Darby Allin, which I felt was the best of the three. Now, nothing against Kenny Omega and the Page, and this one, a Miro, but I felt this one was the most well done. When it came to seeing how MJF tried to explain what was going on, why he said the four pillars of AEW, of him, of the Sammy Guevara, of the, well, I don't need to say them all. You already know who they are. But saying all four of these individuals, all small wrestlers, are the pinnacle, are the real pillars of AEW, it's not bad because Jungle Boy has been booked very well. He's been very booked. They've all been very booked very well and very strong for the future. Of course, they're not the future now, but in about 5 to 8 years, they can be easily. But seeing this made me feel like there's some confidence in these four individuals. And I can easily say that when it comes to Darby Allin, I could see it. When it comes to MJF, I can see it. Sammy Guevara, I can see it. When it comes to Jungle Boy, not necessarily see it that much. Because it's not that he's not a great wrestler, he just doesn't have the rest of the package. But I can see what he's talking about. And the booking of this video package was very well done. Then you got Hangman Page and the Kenny Omega, which I felt was the second best. And I can say this. They built Hangman Page very well. He's in my face. They have booked him very well. And the ending of the show pretty much epitomizes that. And I'll explain it when I get there. Now, we had... Oh my goodness. I got them out of order. I just noticed my notes are backwards. Well, you're getting something different. You're getting the end first instead of the beginning. So, the beginning match, instead of it being Leo Rush and Dante Martin, on one side, you have Bryan Danielson and Rocky Romero. I'm sorry I got it backwards because actually, I didn't notice. I wrote my stuff backwards. This is what you get when you're dyslexic, guys. You do things reversed. That's the deal. You do things in reverse in most cases. But you're damn smart. Now, Rocky Romero is from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and several members of the AEW roster is now part of Chaos. Now, I don't know if that's some type of group or in New Japan Pro Wrestling, or it's part of a new... maybe a new faction or part of another company. I don't know. But as far as I can tell, they're part of a new faction called Chaos. And now, a few people are part of it. So, this match was quite interesting because Romero and Danielson had wrestled each other many times before. They do still remember each other. They're very fluid in this match. It was a good match. They're my face. I gotta say this, that when it comes down to this match going into Full Gear, I don't know if it was the wisest thing to do to have Bryan Danielson have a match before Full Gear. Now, mind you, compared to WWE, where they're stupid enough to do a tag match with both guys on separate teams and they face one another, this was perfectly fine to me personally. I loved it because they're not doing the WWE mantra of, well, can these two work together or can these two face one another in a tag team? I hated that. So this was done well, but I don't know if it was really necessary. No one needed to see Bryan Danielson have another match. Now, mind you, many people are going to say that, like JR said, he possibly is the underdog in this, and they want to strengthen him because, well, he just came into the company. He needs more wins under his belts. He needs to go after really hard challengers. So this will help. But honestly, I think it's more character that he needs work on. I understand why people want to see him wrestle. He is a damn good wrestler. He's a good mat wrestler. He got a lot of his inspiration from Dean Malenko and the one who will not be named. As I said before, you can still recognize the work he did in the ring. Just don't recognize the guy when he's out of the ring. He's still one of the best wrestlers in recent history. The one who will not be named. I don't condone what he did, but I understand the work he did in the ring was one of the best other than Bret Hart in his prime. Because that's what this is. Of course, he's around the age of Bret Hart, and little if he had survived. But still, he gets his inspiration from it. But what we need is a little more character. Yes, we know who he is, but we need to know more about who he will become. That's what I think would be good going after Full Gear. Let's move on. Now, the attack on the Inner Circle was done well. And it leads into what they're going to be doing in Full Gear. I have no problem with it because Lambert got the opportunity to put the walls of Jericho on him. And as you see in my face, the walls of Jericho was effective due to Scorpio Sky patting the... I don't need to go any further. I'm just saying that Dan Lambert, and I believe I got a shot of him, he's in my face. He's a damn good heel. I hope that after Full Gear, he maintains working in AEW. This is what I hope for. My eyes are itchy. This is what I hope when it comes to Top Team, because this could be building just in the Top Team, going into Full Gear, and then they're done. I'm hoping Dan Lambert continues working with AEW, and if he doesn't work with the Men of the Year, move on to somebody else. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I love to see. A damn good heel manager that can get instant heat because he pisses your ass off. That's what I'm hoping for, but you never know. Now, the next match is a 6-woman tag, which I don't agree with, but it is understandable because all the women that are here are going to be somewhere in Full Gear. But I wish they had not gone there because that is not the type of booking I think is necessary. You could have done video packages for these women. You got Rebel, you got the Britt Baker, you got Hager, then you have Conchi, you got Thunder Rosa, and you got Anna Jay. 6 women that they have booked a lot of. And for me personally, I'm not happy about that because when it comes to Rampage or even the TBS title picture, you've left the majority of the new women out of it. I'm sorry. I want to see more women that were new in that tournament. But it's understandable. They wanted to make the most established women mean something with this title. I just wish they could have shown a little bit more new women. And this, to me personally, I don't believe needed to be done. I don't believe it. I would have liked some video packages of them or just them talking. That would have been more for me personally. Anyone else, they probably would have liked it. It was not a bad match. Thunder Rosa looked great. In the end, the faces won, which I wasn't surprised. But still, I would like to hear more about them than just seeing the ring work. Remember, to have the full 5 tools that you need in pro wrestling, it can't just be all about pro wrestling. You got to be booked properly in your look, in your talking, and how you work in the ring, along with your charisma. It's got to be balanced. And at this moment, the women didn't feel balanced in this match. I'm just saying. Jungle Boy versus Bolins from the Acclaim. I believe I'm pronouncing his name wrong because the Acclaim is good. And I heard some people, well, when I saw JD's video, when he was talking about the last Rampage, and not Rampage, but Dynamite, and someone said to him, you're racist because, no, AEW is racist because they don't have enough black people in the main title picture. Are you serious? I want to say this to anyone who's black. I'm mixed black. I'm mixed with a lot. And I cannot believe how stupid people can be. That they want to see the same people in the same positions every single time because they're black. Look at Xavier Woods. I'm sorry. I love Xavier Woods because he's a good character. But you want him there because he's black is stupid. Seeing people in this company, they got black people who are being heavily spotlighted. You do not need to be champion to be over, and the people hate your ass, that means you're doing good. Or love your ass, which means you're still being good. I'm sorry. It's not about you being at the top. It's about you being relevant in either being a heel or a face. Learn the difference. I'm just saying. This match was interesting, but why Bobby Fish? I don't get it. I still don't understand. Now, mind you, it made sense later once the Super Click was with Bobby Fish and that Adam Cole called him in to be a merc to mess with him because he wants him at Rampage to be beaten up a bit. So when he sees him at Full Gear and a 6-man tag, because the Super Click is going up against Jurassic Express, he want to beat down. Understandable. But at the time, I'm going like, why Bobby Fish? At least they addressed it in that video segment with the Super Click. So I was fine with it, but at that time I didn't get it. Now, let me see here. You got Wardlow versus Yuta. That boy took 4 freaking power bombs. I only need to explain the story. There was no story. Wardlow just destroyed his ass with not 1, but 4 freaking power bombs. He annihilated him. I don't know what was the gain to that. Destroying Yuta. I don't know. I don't know why. But after it was done, the Hardy brand came out and destroyed the majority of Best Friends. Well, all of them actually, except for Statlander, who did have a nice video package. But still, what are you going to do with Matt Hardy and Cassidy now? You've already done several things with Cassidy. You already done several things with Matt Hardy. Matt got his busted nose, so what do you want to do next? I want to know where they're going to go with this because, honestly, I think the feud maybe needs to be broken apart. But if they got nothing from Matt or Cassidy, then they're floating. Which sucks, if that's what it is. I don't care if anyone else says, oh, they're not floating. Dude, if they don't give something, some type of something that will be a gain for either one of them, they're floating. They got to have some type of stip at Full Gear to give them something special, to make it mean something. But wait a minute, I think they're having a match this Friday. I take that back. I think they're having a match this Friday, but I could be wrong. It could be at Full Gear. Let's move on to the final thing I want to talk about. And that, well, wait, almost forgot about Pac and Hardwood. It's strange to see Hardwood by himself, not in a tag team. But it was good. Hardwood actually got cut in the chest. I don't know if it was something he scratched or something he got cut on, but he was cut in the chest. It might have been the last chop that Pac gave him. Seeing after the match was over, and it was a good match. I enjoyed that match more than any of the other matches because I am a Pac fan. I don't like calling him Pac. I like calling him Pac. He sounds really cool as a Pac. But Pac is one of my most favorite wrestlers. He just is. I do love Pac. He is one of the best kind of wrestlers you want. Yes, he's a high flyer, but at least he understands how to work in the ring, how to get the fans interested, and know when to stop being a high flyer and let it soak in. Now, he doesn't do it every single time, but he does do it enough to make me a fan of him. But then when you see Andrade Ilios, then you see Malachi Black along with Wheeler and Dashwood, and they're destroying everybody. And now you're going to have a match due to the fact that the Lucha Brothers came out, Cody Rhodes came out to back everyone up. I don't know if that's wise. I don't know. I don't know if it was wise to do that. Because who is getting over in this situation? Is it Malachi Black? Is it Andrade? Is it going to be Pac? Is it Cody? I don't know who's getting over on what. I don't know. With Dash Hardwood and Wheeler, I understand with the Lucha Brothers. But when it comes to Malachi Black, when it comes to Ilios, when it comes to Pac, who is actually getting over here? Because Cody doesn't need to get over. One of those three needs to be over, and I don't know who it is. I don't know. They're just throwing them all together so they can all hopefully get over more and either being more heelish or more face. I just don't know. Finally, we got the closing of the show. And this is what made me change the title from Student versus Student to a good setup. Now, this was not what they were talking about between each other. And it was done well, particularly when it came to Kenny Omega saying, look, I tried to protect you. I tried to be there for you, but your damn insecurities caused this mess. And you know I'm right. I tried to help you. But you, even when we tried to bring you back in, you still wasn't going to do it. But guess what? I did this to give you an opportunity because I wanted to face you across. Adam Page pretty much was acting like Adam Page, saying, look, I know I was not great, but next to you messing up on your own time when you had a tag team partner previously, you had insecurities. You were scared of me. You were scared that I could beat you. But guess what? Now, the time's come, I am going to beat you and become AEW champion. And after they had the handshake, you thought nothing was going to happen? The cameraman attacks. And I didn't think about the cameraman passing in front of another cameraman. Because there were two cameramen inside the ring, but they only showed the camera on one person. That means only one camera was working, not two. And once that camera hit Adam Page in the back and then he got attacked in the face, he's in my face. Don Callis, baby, I gotta say, it was well done. It kind of makes you wonder, how dumb is Adam Page? But then, no, he's acting like a straight-ass face. That he thought once you got the handshake, which was dumb, it was going to be friendly. And then when you see Kenny going out, you thought, okay, it was cool. And then he gets attacked, and then he gets bloodied. And then who surprisingly did not sign the contract, and Tony Schiavone was trying to get him to sign before he left, he grabs the contract, grabs a little bit of Adam Page blood, and I believe I got a shot of that. It's in my face. He scribbles his name, Kenny, on it. This is nothing like WWE, and this is nothing like Impact. This is completely different. Now, it's not that it has never been done before. I'm sure it has been done in any other promotion at a different time. It's just being done here. It was done very well. And I'm not going to lie about that. It was done well. Now, I'm not sure everyone else is going to like it. There's going to be some people that say the blood was too much. They're going to say Adam Page looked like too much of an idiot, shaking Kenny's hand. He should have realized something was going to happen, even though everyone was banned from ringside because the Elite was banned and the Dark Order was banned. He should have realized something. He should have been more prepared, but it wasn't bad. This was a good ending to the show, and it leads into Rampage as well into Full Gear. This is just my feelings about it. But tell me below what you think about this. And I hope you enjoyed the Zane View. Please give me a comment below. I am not going to be doing a Gump Report this week due to the fact that we are going to have Impact tomorrow. Then we're going to have Rampage. And then we're going to have Full Gear. So I'm skipping it. I want to not overwork myself because I have done it before and I don't want to overwork. So I hope you understand. Next week I will do a Gump Report, maybe two. And I hope you'll like it. And have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.